The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the New York Mets. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Milwaukee Brewers find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown?
You say forget all that, bro. Block out the noise because the season is decided on the field, okay? So there's still talent on this roster, and if one or two players have big years, they could be right in the thick of the race.
That's a good point, Chris. Seems like every year we see at least one team unexpectedly make a run, and maybe this season they could be that team. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go, and on the mound now, Kodai Senga.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go? Here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Now a fly ball to right center. Taylor sizing this one up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Sal Fraley up now for the Brewers.
Number 10, Sal Fraley.
In the air, right side. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's William Contreras.
William Contreras.
Kicks and deals. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner takes off. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Willie Adames stands in. Two outs. And that's outside. Now 2 and 2. That one ripped. Taylor moving back. Say goodbye to that one. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Now here's Jake Bauers. Way inside.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Left-hand batter waits. That one fouled off. 2 runs across in the inning here on opening day. And another ball. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Righty delivers. Hit in the air, right field. Marte moves under it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Everything they want.
Back here at Citi Field and getting to start, Freddie Peralta. What's the word on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
That's hard hit on the line. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Jeff McNeil stands in. This to third. Fires over to Hoskins, and there are 2 outs.
Batting third.
Here's the Mets lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one high in the air to left center. Frelick after it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell.
On a strike. The pitch. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Throw not in time, and he's safe. Man at first. Gene Segura at the plate here. And the pitch. Runner on the move. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second.
Inside ball.
Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
That's to third. There's one, but no
out.
throw to first as he'll hold on to it. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
And the right-hander deals. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. And a count 1-2. And a sac bunt here. McNeil whips it to first on the run. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
Well, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner into scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now it's Christian Yelich. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. He made him pay for that one. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now here is Sal Frelick. The 2-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Here's Pete Alonso. The line to kick the pitch. And it's fouled away. Two. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
2 strikes.
That misses, and it's 3-2. The Mets down by 4 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the air to left center. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
2 outs, base is empty. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-0.
What you waiting for? Come and get it.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Next offering is in for a strike.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And another ball. That one misses, and it's 3-2. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Liner, base hit. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
So, man aboard, Willie Adames up now for the Brewers.
Ball
And that's
inside.
off the inside edge. And it's 2-1.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one clips the outside corner, and it's 3-2.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul. Contreras aboard here at first with nobody out. The punch out there, 1 out.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Bauers. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next offering is down low. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fought off foul. Man at first, 1 away. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Next offering is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
On the ground to the left. To second, there's 1, and that's 2. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 4 and the Mets nothing.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my boots.
Set for the bottom of the 3rd, Ronnie Mauricio now. Fouls one off, 2-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next, Tyrone Taylor. Just misses with that one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Two gone now. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And strike 2.
3-2.
That smash towards center. That's a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Batting order turns over. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. On the ground. They take the force out. What a play. Inning over. Mets strand one. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. On to the fourth. Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell.
Set down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Here's the third baseman, Gene Segura.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of breaking his pitches even when he's running a little low in the tank.
Right side, hard hit. Slings to first. Segura out in the play. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Bryce Terang. Lays down a bunt to the right side. He's safe. On with a bunt single. Now it's Christian Yelich. And the righty deals. Runner on the go. One-two now. Runner goes again. Swing, and it's a flare down the right field line. Fair ball. Around third. Caught in a rundown now. Relay throw home. Back safely.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Just a solid swing right there. Got it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now the left fielder, Sal Frelick. And a 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Didn't get through this one. Back to 0. This will help in his outings to come.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. The 1-2. And another ball.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
The pitch. That one lifted to left. Nimmo makes the play, and that is that. So they strand a pair to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Brewers 4 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jeff McNeil. And down on strikes he goes. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 9.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. The pitch. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Pitch misses there. And that's ball 3. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Frelick has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. 2 down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. Adames, the throw to first. And that takes care of Alonso. And that is the inning. Mets go down quickly. They're down 4-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Joey Lucchesi.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. The
Contreras.
pitch. Just
ball
missed.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know,
You got
it
2
replaced
balls,
Old
1
Shea
strike.
Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Taylor makes the catch, and there's 1 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Adames. Warning track. Whoa, and you can touch them all, baseball man. A gigantic blast. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 5-zip.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now the right fielder, Jake Bowers. The wind of the pitch. Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boo.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Next for Milwaukee, Rhys Hoskins. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
What an outstanding effort going all the way back to the warning track and leaving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly. So that was awesome.
So man aboard, and stepping in is the speedy Garrett Mitchell. Puts a bunt down. The throw to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And the lead is now 5-0. Bottom of the inning. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. In the air out to center. Mitchell gets under it. Hauls it in. And there's 1 away. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Hard ground ball, base stop. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from.
1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Brewers 5 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field. Now the third baseman, Gene Segura. Kicks and fires. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
This is Bryce Terang. Runner at first with no outs here. Segura on the run. Trying to move him over here. To first, and he beats it.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Ball to strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. That one is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Adrian Hauser.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Sal Frelick getting ready to hit the 1-1. And that one fouled off.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Right side. Over to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. William Contreras now at the plate. Right-handed reliever. On the ground. Throws to first in time.
Now back, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Willie Adames. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
The shortstop takes the ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jorge Lopez up and loosening in the pen. Two outs. And another ball. Hard hit left side. Tosses across to first, and they get Adames for the out. And that is the inning. The Brewers add 3 on this blast. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hauls it in for the out. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's out number 2. Starling up to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Brewers 8 and the Mets nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Up now for Milwaukee, Jake Bauers. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
So man aboard, and the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag out.
Clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
Man at first, and now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike, and it's 2-2. There goes the runner. One attempt, misses. Throw to second, out at second. That ends the inning.
Trying to make something happen there on offense, but that's the risk you run. Awesome. Strike him out, throw him out, double play to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 8-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives gets one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation and the ball get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Nobody on, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the seventh. On the ground, right side. He gets there with the slide. Fires to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
He was all over that one. I know that was a great ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That does it for Freddie Peralta. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Jacob Junis. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now Francisco Alvarez. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and whipped it into the outfield.
Base hit coming home. Fires it to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs and a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Shorty that's with me gon' shoot like a jumper. Rounds get the rain and go boom like a thunder. One got your name on it, calling your number, so stand up.
We go to the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Gene Segura. And the pitch. This one in the air, center field. Taylor moving under this one. Puts it away for the out. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. The punch out there. 2 out. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, and it's off the bag.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Next to hit, Sal Frelick. Runner on the go. Throw, save.
But with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
Yelich stands at second with two gone. In the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Nabs it, and that is that. One hit, one left. Back here in Queens, ready for the bottom of the eighth. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. One up, one down.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up.
1 ball,
but instead,
2
he's
strikes.
going to have to go take a seat.
One down, base is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now a long throw to first. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Starling Marte. Ground ball, could be two. Throws it away.
Unfortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration at a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
On the ground, right side, 4, 6, 3, double play. And the inning is over. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, it's the Brewers 8 and the Mets 1. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the 9th, and here's the catcher, William Contreras. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Backed off the plate that time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count's full. And a pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So a man aboard. Willie Adames up now for the Brewers. Right-hander kicks, deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The Brewers up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. The shortstop takes the ball. Boots it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Next for the Brewers, Jake Bauers. At the belt and fires. And he takes a strike.
ball foul. He's out.
Next for Milwaukee, Reese
Hang on.
Hoskins.
You got time.
Now before the 1-1, time is called. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Jackson Chorio. Runners at first and second, form with one down. The 1-1. And that bunted towards third. Scoops it up barehanded. And very nicely done for the out.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with barehanded.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And a pitch. Bunts it back towards the pitcher. Toss to Alonso, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Brewers back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Elvis Peguero.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now into the game, Joey Weimer. And man, they're asking a lot of him to play completely out of position. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Fly ball down the line. Fraley squeezes it, and a quick out, number 1. He's 2 outs away. And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. And there's a hit.
That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you.
Adames to second. There's one. Oh, he can't hang on to the throw. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Peguero is just 1 strike away. The other way, and he can't make the play. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and that keeps the inning alive. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
The batter, number 10.
So 2 down. So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. And another ball. On the ground, and this should do it. The tag, and that's the ball game.
When you win by 7 runs, it's a real encouraging game all the way around. The hitters feel good about what they did in this one, but the pitchers also know that if they get into a little bit of a jam, they know the offense is very capable of putting up runs. Good job.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.